When was the last time you witnessed sunrise or sunset, soaked in the magnanimity of sunset, witnessed it slowly submerging below the horizon and waved goodbye to the school friend? Every sunset is an opportunity to reset. It is one of the finest moments to introspect, rewind, and then wind up the day. It is a promise that the subsequent sunrise will be brighter, that it will brim us with energy to take us throughout the day. When was the last time you watched a show on OTTs like Netflix, Hulu, or Amazon Prime Video? Very often our conversations revolve around that trending show. With so many forms of entertainment, do we really feel fulfilled? These are top-ups, over and above the finer things that bring intrinsic joy. That's what OTT means, isn't it? Over the top. Once you have aligned yourself with the forces of nature, once you have witnessed the magnanimity of Huitzilopochtli, everything fades in comparison, technically. So next time someone brings something like this in conversation like, "Did you watch that latest trending show?" You have a better answer, so better answer. "Did you witness the sunset today? It was the most beautiful sunset I have ever seen. It was like a super sunset." This reminds me of the apple scene in the movie Into the Wild. When was the last time you did a sun salutation? When was the last time you did a workout on CultFit or home workout? Like I said, these are top-ups, perhaps top apps on App Store. Sun salutation, says Surya Namaskar, is not a mindless exercise in exercise. It has been designed mindfully. Exposure to sunlight, full exposure of subtle body parts and chakras, mindful chants exhibiting gratitude. This is something to learn and incorporate in one's life and not depend on an app or cell phone. By the way, which app do you use for editing your photos, applying filters, and adding that finishing touch? Do you know what is the best time to click photos? After sunrise and before sunset. It's called the golden hour. To soak in and preserve the colors in the sky, all you need is your eye. Not a camera, not an app, a wee bit of mindfulness. The bottom line is aligning yourself with Huitzilopochtli, the sun god. You won't need an alarm clock, one less thing. Witnessing sunrise and sunset brings the sheer joy unmatchable by any source of entertainment. One less thing. Practicing sun salutation, you don't need an app, one less thing. Sun. You need just one thing, sun. No matter where you are, except poles during winters, it is at your service, and it's a cool friend to have. You don't have a cell phone, no internet, no electricity, lights will guide you home, not just metaphorically but literally as well. Combination of sun and north star can determine one's latitude and aid in celestial navigation. Now it's up to you to align your attitude. Hoping an effective vaccine for COVID-19 is just around the corner, and it won't be monopolized like when Jonas Salk, the developer of polio vaccine, was asked why didn't he patent it. He replied, "Can you patent the sun?" A statutory warning. Except sunrise and sunset, do not stare directly into the sun. In Darren Aronofsky's first feature film Pi, the protagonist says, "When I was a little kid, my mother told me not to stare into the sun. So once when I was 6, I did." Doesn't matter what your age is, do not stare directly into the sun except sunrise and sunset. Or go ahead, do it. Braveheart. Once the lockdown gets over, we get out of our burrow and soar high in the sky with this newfound freedom. Till then, signing off with this short poem. How many places have you been and how many sunsets have you seen? While you're young and good to go, want hard to get out of your burrow. 'Cause when you're old and slightly frail, you'll still live to tell this tale. That how many places have you been and how many sunsets have you seen?